period, St. Lawrence Central and Clinton are tied at a goal apiece. Salmon River leading in their game. The Shamrocks, let's see here. Shamrocks are taking on Batavia Notre Dame. They're leading them 3-0. I guess that's going into the third period.
Well, the second score doesn't surprise me, but that first one, that Clinton's #1 ranked in Division II, well, the Larrys are no slouches. They're ranked #6 in the state and playing that at home, and I'm sure Coach Mickey Locke had his club ready, especially after last week when they got kind of snookered by Tupper Lake. That had, I'm sure, was a tough practice.
Smart a little bit.
Yeah, but I'm sure tonight both clubs are not going to be taken unawares. The Raiders coming off their win against Malone last week, 2 straight in fact, OFA and Malone, and Oswego had a pretty good week, a win and a tie. That tie coming against the #3 ranked team, St. Joe's out of Buffalo.
Yes, and
3-3.
We're talking with Coach Sears before the game. He feels St. Joe's is the best team in the state.
Yeah, they played Oswego and St. Joe's played twice this year. Oswego played St. Joe's down in the Saratoga tournament, lost 4-1, and that tied this week. But he did say that he, in his opinion, he hasn't seen everyone, hasn't seen, I don't think he's seen Canton, but St. Joe's the best club that he's played so far.
Absolutely. So both teams are out. The Oswego team already on their bench. Massena lined up along the red line at their end, which this end is the lobby end. And we can tell you there's a change in the goaltending rotation for the first time this year, as Nathaniel Smythe will get the start tonight. Aaron Hardy was scheduled in the rotation, but you might recall the game last year at Oswego. Massena got shellacked. Smythe played in the game. Didn't feel like he had a very good game, and looks maybe to turn that around here tonight. And we're going to see Zach Long next Friday, a week from tonight, against Rome Free Academy. That's down at Salmon River. And Zach, of course, in that game down at Rome, didn't feel like he had a good game either. So what that does is moves Hardy back in the rotation. He'll play against Salmon River the following Wednesday. So right now that's the situation as far as goaltending is concerned. We're going to see the new alignments line-wise tonight for Massena. Again, we saw them for the first time against Malone, as pretty much the first and second lines traded centers is basically what happened. Also, Jeff Slack moved up from one line to another, and he moves from center to wing.
One thing those combinations, or new combinations, did created a lot of scoring opportunities for the Raiders against the Huskies. In particular, #8, Jeff Day, he must have had, well, he had 8 good scoring opportunities, and probably 4 of those were extra good scoring opportunities. Could have had a pocket full that night, but some nights they just don't go in for you. But as long as you're getting the opportunities, then you're doing things right, and you just keep shooting the puck, and things will eventually go your way.
Billy Foster and Danny Boyer are the 2 officials tonight, and we'll be ready to go here in just a moment. Again, the reason we're late is due to some terrible weather that Oswego ran into. Of course, they're going from here. They're going to play Potsdam tomorrow, 1 o'clock at the Pine Street Arena. Right now, the introduction of the starting lineups, and we'll get this thing going about 45 minutes or so late here this evening. Okay, there's the goaltender for Oswego, Michael Tucker. And talking with Coach Sears, he feels that maybe goaltending is his weak spot.
It was last year. They were kind of soft at times, and he felt that maybe every other game or so, 1 or 2 soft ones went in, and that was a problem. And this year, again, it hasn't settled on. The goaltending is not solidified to his liking, but it's getting better as the season progresses.
On defense for Oswego to start, the captain, Nate Elliott, and Dan Farley. And up front, Mike Foley on the left side, Mark Donabella on the right side, and Matt Vashaw, who we know is a good hockey player, is starting at center for the team from Oswego. Now the Red Raiders being introduced, and we know, as we said, Nat Smythe will be starting in the nets.
This is Nat's 6th start of the year. He comes in with a 3-2 record with a goals against average of 3.60 and a save percentage of .839, 94 saves on 112 shots. He's had wins over Malone, Potsdam OFA, and his 2 losses coming to Salmon River and the #1 state-ranked Canton.
On defense for Massena will be Ben Nightingale and John Rushford. And up front, Jeff Day centering Tim O'Shea and Justin Walsh. So that's the situation as we get ready to start tonight's game. The Massena Red Raiders and the Buccaneers of Oswego. The Raiders go in at 9-6 on the season.
And the Buccaneers coming in on 14-2-1, I do believe.
Very, very fine record, and they play tough competition just like Massena does, and they play in that tough Section 3 league. Now, ladies and gentlemen, Kesley DeTullio will sing the national anthem before we start tonight's game. With the singing of our national anthem by Kesley DeTullio, we're about set to go. Another change in the lineup for Massena. Let's see here. Paul Brownell will be playing for the Red Raiders on defense here this evening. So Brownell will be in.
You know, Jerry, every time, and I'm sure it's the same with you, we've talked about it before, every time I hear that national anthem, I don't care if it's 10,000 times, it still sends chills up my spine.
You betcha. And we're, as you mentioned before, fortunate to have the kind of talent we have here in Massena to sing the national anthem.
Just about moments away, a couple of top officials for tonight's game, Billy Foster and Danny Boyer. Billy out of the Massena area and Danny Boyer out of Potsdam.
That's right.
A couple of veteran officials, but a couple of very excellent officials.
Nat Smythe defending the goal to our left, the lobby end goal, and Mike Tucker defending the goal to our right for the Buccaneers as we get ready to start tonight's game, Massena Oswego. And tell you, these two teams have played some memorable games over the years.
Certainly have. The Raiders, they're home white and red and blue, and Oswego predominantly blue, trimmed with a little bit of white on the socks and white piping on the arms with blue helmets.
Bashaw steps into the face-off circle against Day. Foster looks around, drops the puck, and we're underway. Off the draw comes to Benji Nightingale at his own blue line, ahead to Walsh. He bangs it inside. It's going to go right on Tucker, and he'll steer it into the corner. After it, O'Shea knocks it in behind the net. Justin Walsh after there, looks to center, goes to O'Shea, back to the point. Rochford, his shot is blocked, and it bounces up into the stands or perhaps into the bench, and we'll have a face-off.
Johnny Rochford took that shot from the point. Justin Walsh fed it back to him, and number 15, Matt Vashon, hit him on the ankle someplace.
Okay, the puck is still in his skate. That's why I couldn't find it.
That's right. He looked up in the air. Everybody looked up in the air. There was probably a half a dozen people in the rink that knew where it was, and Vashon wasn't one of them. He didn't know where it was.
So now we change lines quickly for Massena. Vashaw's line stays out, though. The Meacham line, Meacham, DeRosie, and Cameron coming across for the Red Raiders. Off the draw, Meacham wins it, takes it across, has it roll off his stick. DeRosie in after it. DeRosie fighting for it with Nate Elliott in behind the net. Helping out is Cameron. He flips it into the corner. Coming back after Donabella. He flips it in behind. Intercepted. DeRosie trying to center, knocked away by Elliott. And big Nate Elliott will move it to the blue line, but not out. Kept in by Meacham, who's just about as big. And they're both number 22 as well. Interesting. Puck around the boards, comes back to Brownell, who's out there. He flips it in the corner for DeRosie. DeRosie in behind Ken Nett. Cameron trying to center it, nobody there. Back to the blue line, it trickles out to center ice, and Adam Barkley will have to come up with it at his own blue line. Has it flip away from him. Has it knocked away. Here's a big chance for Oswego in front. Shot. They score. And we'll pick up the goal score in a minute. I believe that is going to be Mike Foley getting the goal as the puck got away from Barkley and the forward just slid it over into the slot area. Foley was right there to poke it past Nat Smythe, and Oswego jumps out 1-0.
Quick goal and a nice goal, hard-working goal. Donabella did the work, and puck got off the Raider defenseman's stick, and Donabella jumped on it. Foley went to the net. He had a Raider defenseman trying to tie him up, but the pass came across the slot, and Foley redirected it up over the left shoulder of Nathaniel Smythe.
Kellogg, Ward, and Slack out there now for Massena. Off the faceoff, puck back in the Oswego zone. Jeffrey Slack looks to center, knocked away. Here comes Oswego, Phil Carroll. Parr, Carroll, and Ackley out there. Here comes Carroll across the blue line, knocked away, following up the shot. Smythe save, rebound. It goes in behind the net. Couple of good chances again for the Buccaneers as they put on pressure on the Red Raiders. Puck in behind the net, controlled there right across the goal mouth by Phil Carroll. He flips it into the corner. Back after, goes to the point. Here's a shot, goes wide. Puck whips around the boards on the other side. It's Travis Doty flipping it in behind. It hits the back of the cage and it's tied up there, and we'll have a face-off. And I believe the face-off will move outside the zone, but after that goal, Massena slumped a little, and Oswego put the pressure right on.
Natural tendency, and good clubs come right after you like a hungry dog, and Buccaneers came within an eyelash of making it 2-0. Coming the early goal, 1:04, Mike Foley from Mark Donabella and Matt Bashaw.
Chris Ronaldo out there with Kevin Young and Ben Perlman. Massena back with the day line. Day, Meacham, or Day, O'Shea, and Walsh, rather. Here's Benji Nightingale with a puck in his own blue line. Flips it ahead to Walsh, has it knocked away. Nightingale follows it. Here's Benji with a puck off the boards inside Oswego territory. Timmy O'Shea centers, Walsh shot. Save made, and a good one by Tucker. Good setup by the Raiders. Here comes Oswego back the other way. Young with it. Dumps from center ice, and Smythe makes a save and holds on for the face-off. 12:50 remaining in the first period on the Bob Post State Farm Insurance scoreboard. The Buccaneers lead Massena 1-0.
That second unit of the Buccaneers, Greg Parr, Phil Carroll, and Chris Ackley on the left side. And again, North Country connection. Chris Ackley, his father and mother are from Massena. His grandparents, Donnie and Janine LeBeff. Donnie, a great sports fan, a great softball coach who passed away a few years ago, would have been very proud of his young grandson.
Here comes Massena off the face-off. Barkley leads the attack. In on the left wing side, looks to center, knocked down in front by the defense. That's big Nate Elliott. He comes back the other way. Here's Elliott into the Massena zone. He drops it for Vashaw, centering pass to DeRosie back to break it up. DeRosie bounce pass ahead by everybody. And Cameron trying to chase it down, but Farley will get there first and pick it up behind the net. Cameron forechecking. Now DeRosie will pick it up in the corner. Looks to center, didn't get enough wood on it, and the Buccaneers break out again. Here comes Foley with it. His headman intercepted, goes right back to Meacham. Meacham across, DeRosie. DeRosie looking to center. Meacham in front. Here's Meacham, shot, score! Big Eric Meacham ties up the game 1-1 on a beautiful pass from DeRosie, and the Raiders have tied it.
Great pass, and number 22, big 22, went to the net without the puck, and that's what you have to do. I don't know how that pass got through there, got through about 3 blue shirts, but it did, and big number 22 coming late from that left side, picked it up, went across left to right, and got Tucker down, and had the whole wide open net to backhand it in, and the Raiders have tied it up with a very pretty goal here.
That's a huge goal for Massena, too, to get them back in the game. Off the face-off, puck dumped in the Massena zone. Bubba Gerard flipping it around the boards. Raiders, we've got the 4th Raider line out there. Seacott flips it ahead, dump back in, delay offside. Now we'll come to DiAgostino. DiAgostino trying to move it to the blue line. Also out there is, let's see here, we'll pick it up in a moment as the puck dumped back inside Massena territory. That's Shane Farmer centering the line. He's got the puck. Here's Farmer in behind his own net, off the glass to the blue line. It bounces out to center ice. Racing for it is Travis Doty for Oswego. Flips it out ahead on the wing to Chris Ackley. Nice headman by Ackley, but it's intercepted the last second. And back the other way comes Shane Farmer. Farmer to DiAgostino. He dumps it in the zone as the Raiders will make a change and get that Jeff Day line out there. Puck in the Oswego zone, in behind the net. Hard forechecking. Here's a chance in front. Shot. Day scores! Jeff Day on a beautiful pass from Justin Walsh. And Day puts Massena ahead 2-1.
And the Raiders have struck quickly here. Jeff Day is going to pick up the goal, and he had a ton of opportunities the other day, and he finally cashed in his first opportunity right here. And the Raiders lead 2-1. That first Massena goal coming at the 2:50 mark. Eric Meacham from Eric DeRosie, and this go-ahead goal, it's going to be Jeff Day, and we'll wait to see on the assist.
Justin Walsh will get one of them, and I'm not sure who will get the second assist. Off the face-off, Walsh dumps it in the zone. Here's Day again, trying to center it, knocked away. Back come the Buccaneers. Here's Bob Hayes with it, just flips it in the zone of Massena. In behind the net, puck comes to John Rochford. Rochford in the corner, trying to flip it ahead, intercepted. He gets it back again. He'll try the other side. Goes to Benji Nightingale into the corner, left side of the Massena goal. Ahead, O'Shea, he flips it ahead. Long breaking pass, he's got Walsh busting it all by himself. Justin Walsh fired it wide. Puck goes back out to the blue line and out to center ice. Here comes Oswego. Great pass by O'Shea to send Walsh on a breakaway, but he fired it wide. Benji Nightingale looking to headman Justin Walsh. Walsh's headman intercepted by Farley. Farley at his own blue line for Oswego, dumps back in the Massena zone. Rochford rips it around the boards, and it's kept in at the point. Here's a chance for Oswego in front. The shot, they fired it wide in behind the net. Rochford, good play. Poke check goes to Benji Nightingale. Nightingale, headman pass to DeRosie out to center ice, intercepted by Nate Elliott. He drops it, knocked away. We have a whistle. And I think we're going to have an offsides on Oswego. 10:05 left in the first period. Bob Post State Farm Insurance scoreboard says 2-1 Massena.
Buccaneers victimized by those long passes. The Meacham goal was a long pass, probably 55, 60 feet through, diagonally through the offensive zone. And then that one that Justin Walsh just shot wide of the far goal post. Great pass by O'Shea. That had to cover up better than 60 feet through the neutral zone.
Off the faceoff, Meacham line out against the Bashaw line. Off the draw, puck around by the Massena blue line. They bang at it. Finally, it trickles in behind the net. Barkley is there. Barkley ripping it around the boards. Comes to DeRosie. DeRosie starts it ahead. Long cross-ice pass to Cameron. Got away from him a little bit, and it's knocked back to the Massena line. Bounces in the zone. Here comes a chance for Oswego. 2-on-1. They center it. Nice play by Chaz Ern. Here's the rebound and the save made by Smythe. Back to the blue line. It trickles out to center ice. Back after it there for Oswego is Iorizzo. Iorizzo flipping it ahead to the Massena line. Knocked away, bounces back the other way inside Oswego territory. In behind is Lou Iorizzo back after it. Headman pass on the wing. Out to center ice, Donabella hits Bashaw. Bashaw knocked away from him. Bounces to the blue line, out to center ice again. Here comes Cameron with it. Cameron trying to flip it ahead. He does. DeRosie can't catch up with it. It's back the other way to Donabella. Across to Bashaw. Offsides will be the call on Oswego. 9:05 left first period. And on the Bob Post State Farm Insurance scoreboard, 2-1 Massena.
Mark of a good team is that they make that transition from defense to offense in a hurry. And even though the Bucks are trailing 2-1, they've exhibited that they can make that quick transition.
Ronaldo out there with Young and Perlman against the Ward line for Massena. Puck comes out to center ice. John Rochford with it. Flips it to the Oswego line. Back out. Hand pass will be called on Oswego. The defenseman, Steve Cook, kind of gloved it ahead. And we'll have a face-off just inside Oswego territory.
Well, I'd like that number 22. You mentioned the 22s before. Of course, our 22, we just love him. But that big 22, Nate Elliott, and he is a big one. He goes about 205, about 6'2", and he's a blue chipper. Nice-looking defenseman.
Yes, indeed. Well, we commented last year on Oswego's defense down there, and they're excellent. And they're excellent again this year.
And actually, their best defenseman is out of action the entire night.
That's right. Off the face-off, puck stolen. Here's Ward with it, trying to go back to the point. Benji Nightingale shot right on. Big save. And I don't think Tucker saw it, but he got the pad on it. Puck back out to center ice, back in the zone. Delay offsides on Massena. It's still a delay offsides on Massena, as they never did clear the zone. Oswego, though, does clear the zone, and it comes ahead of the Massena zone. Ronaldo's shot goes in behind the net. Picked up by Benji Nightingale off the backboard. Flips it around the boards, and out to center ice it goes. Sean Kellogg can't quite catch up with it. Dumped back in the zone by Elliott. Johnny Rochford, as Oswego will make a line change. Raiders move it, and that's going to be down the ice and not far enough for icing, as coming back after it will be Iorizzo. Iorizzo, the defenseman, moving it ahead on the wing. Knocked away, bouncing puck center ice. Timmy O'Shea dumps it in the zone. Goes to the side of the net, Tucker stops it, leaves it for his defenseman Doty, flips it around the boards. Comes bouncing to the Buccaneers, and they move it out to center ice. It's Greg Parr with it. Parr from center, dumps it off the boards, goes in behind the Massena net. Barkley flips it ahead and out to center ice. bounces by everybody. Racing back after it is Doty. He picks it up. He's got Walsh in on him. Flips it ahead, though, out to center ice. Right back comes Ackley. Here's Chris Ackley across the blue line. Nice drop pass, but back checking is Massena forward Jeff Day. Here comes Doty trying to center it, and it's broken up by Barkley. He moves it out left side. Adam Barkley in his own end, flips it ahead. Day with it, has it poke check, gets it back again, but it's intercepted there by Greg Parr. Dumps to an open wing. Massena almost getting caught on a line change. Here comes Ackley. In the corner, has to turn back. His pass intercepted. Raiders back the other way. Here comes Jeff Day. Got one of the 2 goals. He wants off, and he flips it in the zone. In behind the net, back is defenseman DeSantis. His head man trickled out to center ice, intercepted, and it's right back in the zone by Drew Wonky. In behind the net, DeSantis again for Oswego. Intercepted Cameron. Cameron takes it into the corner, flips it around for DeRozzi in the other corner. Here's DeRozzi to the blue line. Nice job, Wonky. Keeps it and bounces one right on. The save made. Rebound in the corner. Cameron after it. Gets double teamed. The puck comes bouncing in front, and Tucker jumps on it. As good pass attempt by Meacham. Didn't quite get to DeRozzi, but he had the right idea, but Tucker jumped on it.
We mentioned young Chris Ackley for the Buccaneers. He should be thanking Drew Wonky. Drew did him a favor. Puck in the neutral zone, long pass, and Chris looked behind himself and down for the puck, and Drew Wonky had him lined up and could have put him into next week, but he elected to lay off, and he was very kind.
DiAgostino will take the face-off now against Molinari. Off the draw. DiAgostino wins it in the corner, goes back to the point. Here's the Rochford shot deflected in front, and it's picked up there by Gillen. He moves it out to center ice. Intercepted John Rochford. Rochford moves it down the sideboards to DiAgostino. Knocked away from him. He gets it back, flips it to the blue line. Elliott is there. Elliott. DiAgostino trying to forecheck. He flips it out center ice to Rochford's there to flip it back in. Now it's the long headman pass, and that might have connected, except it hit the guy in the back of the skate. Now the puck comes into center ice. Controlled there by Rochford ahead. Intercepted at the Oswego line by Farley. He'll try the other side. They're playing between the blue lines right now. Back into the Oswego zone. Seacott forechecking, goes into the corner after it. I think he lost his stick. He did in front of the net. Puck goes back to the blue line. Benji Nightingale winds up. Shot, Tucker save, and he holds on for the faceoff. 5:47 left first period. 2-1 Massena on the Bob Post State Farm Insurance scoreboard.
Again, mentioning big number 22 in blue for the Buccaneers. He's not only playing out there, but he's directing traffic. He's just a general out there. And what I like about him, when he's under duress, so to speak, in his own end, he doesn't try to be cute. He doesn't try to finesse it. He just gets it. He horses it right out of there, and that's what you want to do.
Outstanding hockey player, no doubt about it. Face off inside Oswego territory. Off the draw, Day can't come up with it. It goes to DeSantis in behind. On the other side for Doty. Doty doesn't clear the zone and gets it right back again. Tries to flip it ahead this time. It trickles out to center ice. Here comes Oswego across the blue line. Vachon gets by the D. Here's Vachon, shot, save, rebound. It's underneath. No, it's still free. Now it's underneath Smythe, and he's going to sit on it, hold on for the face-off. Vachon made a great move and got in, but a better save by Smythe.
You bet. Nathaniel Smythe holding his ground, and you said it was a great move. That line of Vachon, Donabella, and Foley, they are dangerous. Vachon, Donabella were here last year, and the other third of that combination, Eric Cole, is out in the playing out in the USHL Hockey League, and he was on the All-Star team, I understand. But
he's playing with Pete Frigo, as a matter of fact, who's from Massena.
Ryan was
around the boards to Walsh, and he flips it out to center ice. In fact, that's going to go all the way down the ice for icing, I believe. Yep.
Saying Ryan Martin of the Courier Observer was telling us that both Pete Frigo and Eric Cole were on that All-Star team and had an excellent performance out there, and both highly touted hockey players that are tabbed to be drafted in the NHL.
Yep. I wouldn't be a bit surprised to see him play in D1. In fact, Cole, rumor has it he signed with Clarkson.
Yes, and so
is that true?
Clarkson hasn't announced any signings. Mr. Cole says he plans.
Okay, there we go. They can't announce any signings yet by rules, but we hear he's going to be playing. Okay, the puck controlled by Foley. Trying to drop it to Vachon behind. He overskates. He centers anyway. Shot. Smythe makes a save. Oh, great play by Vachon. Headman pass Walsh. He breaks in on the right wing side. Winds up shot. Nice sound. Score! I thought Tucker made the save, but no, it's a goal, and the Raiders go up 3-1.
How often do you see that? At one end, the goaltender makes an outstanding save. Nathaniel Smythe just robbing Mark Donabella when Matt Vachon threw it out from behind the net. Smythe makes a great save. The Raiders come back down the other way, and the rifleman, Justin Walsh, from about 40 feet out, just blew one by Mike Tucker. Tucker thought he had it, but it went between the legs right through the 5-hole. The Raiders lead 3-1.
Off the face-off, puck back in the Massena zone. DeRosie with it, looks up ice. He's got men breaking. He's got Cameron breaking. Cameron deflects it in the zone, trying to go in after it on the defenseman Farley. Cameron comes up with the puck. Here's Cameron with it in the corner, goes to Meacham. He's going to wrap it around the shot. Oh, big save by Tucker. Meacham tried to go between his legs and almost did it, but Tucker put the big stick down and made the save.
10 right, the 10-minute mark. Justin Walsh from Timmy O'Shea, and Mike Tucker would like to have that one back. It wasn't screened. It was a blast from about 45 feet, but you got to stop those in this league. You just have to.
Off the face-off, puck in the corner. It's Elliott flipping it ahead. DeRosie trying to go back to the point, but goes by everybody and down the ice into the Massena zone. Back after Big John Rochford with it. Rochford looks to bounce it ahead. Meacham head man of Cameron to DeRosie. Here comes DeRosie busting in left wing side, over skates it. Cameron trying to come back. Meacham keeps it in momentarily. Now it's poke checked out, back in, back out, and here comes Oswego. Got a partial 2-on-1. Nice back check play by Rochford to break it up. He just poke checked it away. Lost his edge. Gets back up again. Flips it ahead, not out of the zone. Kept in by the D of Oswego. Now it comes back to the blue line. Cameron, he just bounces it back to Oswego blue line, picked up by Nate Elliott. Elliott flips it ahead, and into the Massena zone it goes. Hard check thrown by Barkley. Puck comes free though. Greg Parr in after it. Gotta like this Oswego second line, but it's taken away that time by Chaz Hearn. Hearn flips it ahead to the blue line and it bounces out to center ice. Back after it is Travis Doty for Oswego. Headman pass, bounces to the Massena line, intercepted Barkley. He's going to rush it back the other way. Barkley gets by one. Here comes Barkley. Nice move, shot, hit the side of the net. Bounces to Ward right in front. He can't put a stick on it. Bounces into the corner, and the Buccaneers move it out. Intercepted again by Kellogg, right back in the zone. Delay offsides, Massena clears. Puck goes to Elliott behind the net. Elliott rips it into the penalty box, and the face-off will move back inside Oswego territory. 3:14 remaining in the first period on the Bob Post State Farm Insurance scoreboard. Raiders lead 3-1.
Great individual move by big number 2, Adam Barkley, for the Raiders as he came roaring down that right side and danced around the Oswego defenseman right in and got a good hard shot off and just to the outside of the left goal post. But a great individual effort by Adam Barkley.
Jeff Day takes the face-off now for the Raiders. Inside Oswego zone, Raiders lead 3-1. We're only in the first period. We've seen 4 goals already.
And no penalties.
Off the face-off, puck bounces to the blue line. Walsh trying to keep it in. It bounces away and out to center ice. Walsh has it knocked away and deep inside Massena territory. In behind the net. Flips around to the 45. Here's a shot. Goes bouncing in behind. After it is Donabella. Along the boards, he flips it into the corner. Racing there is Foley, centering pass. In front, back to the point, the shot. Nice save, big save by Nathaniel Smythe, and a great one. Puck in the corner, Oswego still controls, putting pressure on, along the boards, back in the corner. Finally, Day gets a piece of it, knocked in front, shot, another save by Smythe. And finally, the puck picked up by the Raiders, headman pass, and it's not going to go to Walsh, it'll be an icing. Again, a good idea, almost sent Justin away on a breakaway, but the face-off will move back inside Massena territory. Great saves by Smythe.
2 great saves by Nathaniel Smythe. The first one, he just robbed number 12, Mark DeSantis, who dropped down from the right point when the Raiders got caught out of position, overloaded one side. They threw it back to DeSantis. He drove a bullet and right leg save by Smythe. And then just after that, Mike Foley all alone in front, and Smythe robbed him.
Off the face-off, puck around the boards. Kept in. Here's a shot right on. Smythe makes the save. Quick little wrister, but they can be trouble. Raiders trying to clear. They have it knocked away again. It's dumped into the corner. John Rochford trying to move it along. Has it knocked away. Again, here's a chance in front, but they flip it back to the point. Here's a drive. It's blocked and poke check. Great play by Mike Cameron. And the puck trickles back to the Oswego line. Here's Big Meacham. He's going to be called for offsides, or not offsides. It's going to be an offsides on Massena if they touch the puck. Comes out to center ice, dump back in, delay offsides. Oswego will take it out, and it goes to the Massena line. Benji Nightingale trying to flip it ahead. Over on the other side, poke check to the Massena zone. Picked up by Rochford again. Looking ahead, man, DeRosie. We have a whistle, and I think we're going to have a penalty.
Well, we'd played the entire period minus a minute and 47 seconds before we got our first penalty, and it's going to be an interference penalty against big number 22 for the Raiders, Eric Meacham. And Coach Tim Long is not pleased with that call at all. He's up on top of the bench and pleading his case, and usually Coach Long is pretty placid over there. He's not too happy with that call. But we've played, that was the first penalty of the game, and we've had 4 goals and a fast-paced first period. I'll tell you, entertaining up and down, good transition, great goaltending by the Raiders, Nathaniel Smythe, and some good puck movement by Oswego and by the Raiders.
Face-off. Controlled by Massena. Drew Wonky picks it up in his own end, looks up ice, flips it down the ice. Raiders trying to kill the penalty. We've got the Parr line out there. Parr, Carroll, and Ackley. They can dangle. Oh, the puck stolen in front. Walsh trying to flip it through, and it's finally poke-checked away, and the Buccaneers move it to the blue line. Now down O'Shea. O'Shea has it knocked away, and finally it bounces a free to O'Shea again, and he dumps it into the zone. Puck picked up there by DeSantis in behind his own net. Justin Walsh raising a little havoc there along with O'Shea.
Well, yeah, O'Shea forced him, and Walsh
Here's
read
O'Shea again, takes it across. He winds up, fakes the shot, turns it around. Oh, goes to Walsh, and there's going to be an interference call on Oswego. No question about it. And I tell you, we talk about bad penalty, good penalty. That was a good penalty because Walsh would have had a goal.
Justin Walsh went to the net without the puck, and Timmy O'Shea on the left side, a great move. I guess you call that a spinorama move, 360, as he spun around and backhanded a pass. Walsh going to the net like a freight train, and 22 said you'll have none of that, and he upended him. But as you say, a good penalty because Justin Walsh was in all alone. But you mentioned that first guy forces, O'Shea does, and he forced Oswego on a couple of mistakes, and the second guy reads, and Justin Walsh was reading it well.
1:03 left in the period, 3-1 Raiders. Cameron will take the face-off, Oswego zone. 4-on-4 hockey. DeRosie with a puck. Here's DeRosie, steps by one, gets a shot off, and I think he hit Cameron with it. Here's Cameron out of the corner, flips it in behind the net, goes to DeRosie, he gets tied up, but somehow gets a piece of the puck, but now it's stolen away. Oh, Vashaw almost lost it in front, but he finally skates out of trouble. Matt Vashaw for Oswego, coming in on Hearn, gets by Hearn, the shot right in front, and it just trickles across the goal mouth. Poke checked away, and what do we got? Another penalty.
Yeah, it's going to be against the Raiders. It's going to go against Jeff Day. Oh, and Mike Cameron might get one also here. We'll wait and see. He got away with one as he upended Mike Foley in front of the net, but or is that Cameron?
That was Cameron.
Oh, Cameron. I read the number wrong. 9 looked like the 8 looked like a 9. Mike Cameron coming back, and he had to grab a hold or impede the Oswego player. He hooked him. Could have several calls in there. No question it was a penalty, but again, that's a good penalty.
Yeah, it is, but the second one he got away with.
He got away with the second one, that's right. He was frustrated that he got called in the first one. He was back checking and thought he had the man, but just couldn't contain him.
Off the face-off, O'Shea flips it to the blue line out to center ice. Good job by Timmy O'Shea. Now it's a 4-on-3 power play for Oswego. O'Shea pokes the puck away. Back to the blue line. Into the zone it comes. That's Foley with it in the corner, trying to go back to the point. O'Shea bothering him. It comes free to Benji Nightingale, and he finds the hole and dumps it out to center ice. 17 seconds left in the period. Puck Meacham out of the penalty box. Here comes Meacham. Left wing side, cranks it up. Shot save. It comes right back to Meacham. Another shot hits the side of the net. 8 seconds left in the period. Oswego looking to break it out of there. And it comes to Meacham, and he flips it back in the zone. Delay offsides as the buzzer sounds. And the period ends with the Raiders leading 3-1. And I'll tell you, it didn't start out very well for the Raiders as Oswego got the first goal, but the Raiders came back, roaring back, and got 3. And it's 3-1 after 1. Our broadcast on WMSA brought to you by Sullivan's Office Supply at 219 Center Street in Massena, by Reynolds Metals, St. Lawrence Reduction Plant. Working together, their quality shines through. By Massena Savings and Loan at 121 Main Street in Massena, by Walsh Equipment, Bernie Avenue in Massena, by Coca-Cola Bottlers, the makers of Powerade, by Paris Excavating and Environmental Control Corporation on the Massena-Winthrop Road, by Homestead Dairies, located on West Hatfield and at the corner of North Main and Maple in Massena, by Massena Optics, 55 Main Street, downtown Massena, by the members of CCOM Federal Credit Union, 30 Stern Street in Massena, North Country Savings Bank, 22 Phillip Street, Massena, and Nationwide Insurance at 229 East Orba Street in Massena. So those are our sponsors. We want to thank them very much. And Dave, quite an entertaining first period.
Jerry, those were my thoughts exactly. Entertaining, to say the least. A very, very entertaining first period. Raiders got behind early, 104 mark, when Mike Foley redirected a nice pass from Mark Donabella right in front of Nathaniel Smythe with the defenseman all over him, and it looked like things were going to look gloomy for the Raiders, number 4 ranked team in the state, 104, but Massena comes storming back with 3 goals at the 250 mark. Eric Meacham on a great pass, a diagonal 55-footer from Eric DeRosie. DeRosie out by the right point, and way over on the left side, Meacham went to the net without the puck, and somehow DeRosie threaded the pass through 2 or 3 blue shirts, and Meacham got it, came across the crease area, got Tucker down, and backhanded it by. We had a tie hockey game. And then about 57 seconds later, Jeff Day with Timmy O'Shea and Justin Walsh picking up the assist. Jeff finally got hit that 3rd goal. It had been a while coming. He had an opportunity against Malone the other night to get a half a dozen, but he didn't make any mistake, and he buried that when the Raiders went ahead 2-1. And then at the 10-minute mark, Justin Walsh, just a overpowering goal. I know that Tucker would like to have it back, but just prior to that, Nathaniel Smythe had made an outstanding save at the other end to rob Donabella, and the Raiders came back, and O'Shea a long pass to Walsh on that right side, and he stepped across the blue line, and just about the top of the circle, he cranked one. And Tucker, you know, he should handle those, but he didn't, right between the pads, and the Raiders led 3-1.
Shots on net in the first period, 9 apiece. 9 for Oswego, 9 for Massena. And the Raiders lead at 3-1 after 1 period. Penalties in the period. Eric Meacham picked up a penalty for interference at the 13-13 mark. But then it was Nate Elliott picking up an interference call at 13:57, due largely in part to some great penalty killing and forechecking by Tim O'Shea and Justin Walsh. And then it was Michael Cameron at the other end picking up a penalty at the 14:23 mark, also for interference. So 3 interference calls. The penalty on Elliott will expire in 27 seconds. The penalty on Cameron in 53 seconds. 3-1 score for the Massena Red Raiders. We played 1 period here. Very entertaining hockey.
One thing that I noticed at the end, Jerry, and it doesn't bode well for Coach Pete Sears and the Buccaneers. Big number 15, who came into the game, you know, not at 100%. He had I think a shoulder injury, and right at the end of the period, as the buzzer rang, he went to the bench in a lot of discomfort, and I think that right shoulder, that right collarbone, was giving him some problems. If he can't come back, that's going to be a big hole for Coach Pete Sears and staff to fill.
No question about it. 3-1, Massena leads after 1 period of play. We're going to break. Got a couple of things to take care of back at the studio.
And certainly through no fault of his own that night. The Raiders were just outclassed that day, but he's come to the fore here in this first period.
Boy, that's for sure. He's playing very, very, very good hockey, and the Raiders, as a result, have a 3-1 lead, but the entire team playing pretty well, and they're really going out. You can tell they come over those boards, and they got a jump in their step tonight, and we've noticed that when Massena plays a good game, that's usually the way it is.
Last time that... Well, one of the times we noticed that when they played St. Francis,
that's
they
right.
came flying out of that locker room onto the ice, and got carried right over into 3 solid periods of hockey. You know, you and I both talked to one of the finer gentlemen of high school hockey in the state of New York, and we always enjoy talking to him. He ranks right up there in probably the top 2% of outstanding coaches and gentlemen, and that's Coach Pete Sears of the Oswego Club. This is Pete's 18th year behind the bench, and he said he loves the game as much as ever, loves the kids, but those bus rides are getting to be awful brutal. But he's just a fine gentleman and a pleasure to converse with.
Oh, that's for sure. And we always like to get together with Peter when they come up here, when Massena goes down there, see him at the state playoffs. Oswego, the past few years, have been in it. In fact, we talked about memorable games. You remember a game here at this arena in the state quarterfinals, a tie game going into the very final minutes. Somebody by the name of Brian LeBombard came blowing down the right wing and just blasted one. And there was some controversy as to whether it was in or out, but it counted, and Massena went on.
How could I forget that game? How could anyone forget that game? One of those classics, if we can use that overworked term, but it was a classic. Both clubs neither club deserved to lose that night. It was one of those games that there were 2 winners and no losers. But when these clubs, and you mentioned, you touched on it before at the top of the show about playing good competition, and both these clubs do. They go, sometimes it's tough. You have to travel to the hinterlands to get, you know, that solid competition, but it only makes your program stronger. And this Oswego club, they're out of Section 3, a lot of good teams down in Section 3. So, but they're willing to travel, willing to pay that price to make their program that much better.
Well, both teams are back out on the ice. The Buccaneers clustered around their bench. Massena clustered around their goaltender, Nathaniel Smythe, with a great first period. And we'll be ready to go with the second period. Now, it's going to be 4-on-4 to start for 27 seconds. And then the Buccaneers will have 26 seconds of power play.
I do see number 15 back out there. That's good for Oswego, and that's Matt Bashaw. He and Mark Donatella and Eric Cole, that we talked about before, were at trio last year. They set the Oswego high school scoring record, most points in a season. They had over 100 points last year.
Wow. All righty, we're ready to go. Tim O'Shea out there to face it off. He'll face off against Donabella. 4-on-4, as we mentioned, for the next 27 seconds. Off the draw. Puck goes to Benji Nightingale, just bangs it ahead, intercepted, and then knocked away by Walsh to O'Shea. Here comes Timmy across the blue line, gets by the D, gets hauled down, gets a shot off, gets up again, and the puck in behind the net. He comes up with it again, flips it out front, Rochford shot, deflected in, Walsh! And Massena goes ahead 4-1.
Errant clearing pass, a giveaway in the Oswego end, and the puck comes sliding back to the point, and big JR jumping down from that left point, and he scalded a bullet. And Justin Walsh was parked to the side of the net, and he just redirected it by Mike Tucker, and the Raiders here in 15 seconds have upped their advantage by 3, 4-1. Just an outstanding goal by the Raiders.
Tucker had absolutely no chance.
I'll tell you, the
Patrick Waugh
wouldn't have made that save.
Off the face-off, puck poke checked in the Massena zone. Smythe flips it into the corner. Puck dumped in behind. In just a second, the Buccaneers will have a power play here. And now they do. Puck in behind. They've got the puck too. Here's the puck in behind. It's Ackley. Ackley looks to center, but it's knocked away by Benji Nightingale. Flipped ahead to the blue line, but not out. Here's Elliott passing in front. The puck bounces side of the net. They got a man free in front. It's intercepted. O'Shea. Here comes Big Tim O'Shea. Poke checked away, gets the puck back. Here comes O'Shea in on Elliott. O'Shea trying to go by Elliott, and he slides one on. There's going to be a penalty on Elliott. And the save was made by Tucker, but Elliott had a hold of him, had him clutched, and O'Shea almost got by him, but Elliott will go right back in the box, and in 1 second, Massena will go on the power play.
We saw Timmy O'Shea the other night down in Malone draw a penalty with just hard work and determination, and that's what it was there. One of those patented rushes, not to be denied, down the middle and cutting to the right side, and big number 22 had to hog tie him to prevent him from going around. He was 3/4 away around him and was in the process of finishing, and Elliott just had to pull him down. That fourth Raider goal, his 9th of the year. Justin Walsh from John Rochefort and Timmy O'Shea.
Justin picks up his second goal of the game. Off the faceoff, penalties elapsed. Cameron comes out of the box, flips it ahead. Bubba Girard takes it across, trying to dump it through to Meacham. Meacham going in the corner after it. Gets tied up. Meacham and the Oswego forward battle for it. DeRosie comes in to pick it up. Back to Bubba Girard, to DeRosie, leaves it for Meacham. Meacham trying to center, gets tied up again, but comes up with it. Back to Girard at the point. Bubba flipping through to DeRosie, gets tied up. Puck bounces free, still in the zone. DeRosie couldn't keep it in that time. Comes back to Girard, flips it ahead, knocked down, back out to center ice. And Barkley will come up with it at his own blue line. Bounce pass ahead to Cameron. Cameron for Meacham. Meacham gathers it in, takes it across, skates in, his shot blocked by the defenseman, Iorizzo. In behind now, picked up by Ackley. Massena on the power plays we mentioned for 40 seconds. Puck comes to DeRosie. Back to the blue line. Bubba Girard, he's got room. He takes the shot. Save made, rebound. He bang at it in front, and Tucker covers it up. And Cameron ends up in the net.
I'll tell you, the Buccaneers are a half step slower in this early going of the second period. I don't know if that great effort by the Raiders in that first period has taken some of the starch out of them, but they're not as And that quick goal here, this 15 seconds starting the second period, certainly did some damage, and that was a beauty. Justin Walsh, John Rochefort doing what you have to do. Nice low bullet drive. Justin Walsh being in the right spot and redirecting that, and as you said, there wasn't a goalie in the world that would have stopped that one.
Face off in the Oswego zone. Jeff Day out to take the draw. He's out with O'Shea and Walsh. Wins the draw to O'Shea. Timmy top of the circle. Cross ice pass to Rochefort, who pinches in. Flips it in behind for Day. Jeffrey Day in the corner with it to O'Shea. O'Shea gets knocked down. The puck comes free. Walsh shot. Trickles right on, save Tucker. I think the defenseman got a piece of it on the way through. That was Doty rather. And he kind of impeded it, and it just trickled right on.
This Raider club has risen to the occasion here through a period and a little bit. I tell you, they're playing the number 4th ranked team in the state. The Raiders haven't been in the top 10 in the first 2 polls, and probably deservingly so, but they want to show people that they should be up in that top 10.
Off the face-off, puck controlled by Oswego. DeSantis in behind his net. Walsh steps in front of the pass, but Doty is there. Doty almost lost its side of the net. Dipsy doodles in behind. O'Shea picks up the loose puck. Here's O'Shea, centering pass right in front, and Walsh couldn't get a stick on it. John Rochefort flips it in behind for Justin. Justin, now the penalty as he laps as Elliott comes across the boards and gets into the play. And the puck in behind, then dumped down the ice. And that's going to be an icing call against Oswego as the penalty had elapsed. 12:28 left in the period on the Corky's Collision scoreboard. Second period we're in. Massena leads 4-1.
We mentioned Coach Tim Long and making some lineup changes, reshuffling basically, and that Day, Walsh, and O'Shea combination, they've had 7 points through a little over a period. That's a pretty good production for a period and a little bit.
Off the face-off, Farmer wins the draw, goes back to the point. In behind is flipped around the boards. Behind the net, Gerard flipped it there. Now the puck cleared by Oswego. Gerard keeps it in at the point. Flipping it through, Seacott. Eric Seacott going in after it in the corner, along with Iorizzo in behind the net. Iorizzo flips it around the boards. It's going to come ahead to Young, and he'll start it out for the Buccaneers. Young's pass intercepted. Comes right back to Farmer for Massena. Poke checked away, but following is DiAgostino in 1-on-3. He slides it into the corner, and the defenseman, Doty, will pick it up. He loses it to Farmer. Puck poke check free. Here comes DiAgostino trying to drop it back to the point, knocked away. Seacott takes it, flips it in front. Ooh, trying to go to DiAgostino, couldn't put a stick on it, and the Buccaneers dump it down the ice again. I don't think this one will go far enough for the icing. No, I take that back. It does. I don't think Drew probably skated as hard as he could have after it, but they call the icing, and the face-off will move back inside Oswego territory.
Another one of those new combinations, Shane Farmer, Anthony DiAgostino, and Eric Seacott. Just a thorn in the side of the Buccaneers. Persistent forechecking made them turn it over a couple times, and Anthony DiAgostino was almost in. He got in behind the defense, and Eric Seacott almost sent him in alone.
Eric Meacham against Vashaw. Off the draw, puck in, Meacham after it, in behind the net, trying to poke it to Cameron. Here comes Michael with a puck, it's tied up, comes away. Here's Michael into the circle, centering pass in front, knocked away. He had Meacham, but couldn't get it to him. Puck along the boards, DeRosie flips it in behind the net. Meacham will take it in the corner, left side. In behind again, picked up by Vashaw, back behind the net. Cameron takes him out of the play, but the puck squirts free to Farley. He moves it, and Meacham intercepts. Meacham shot, fired it in behind the net. In behind again. Puck flipped around the boards. Finally, the Buccaneers don't clear again. Meacham cruising out by the blue line. Flips it in the corner. Back to the point. Meacham again. Flips it around the boards. Puck trickles to the blue line. Again kept in at the point. Here's a shot knocked down in front. And the Buccaneers finally get it out to center ice. Here's Oswego into the Massena zone. Here's a chance for Oswego. Short side shot. Oh, big save again by Smythe on a great 2-on-1 by Oswego. Smythe robbed them. The Massena defenseman kind of went for the puck instead of the man and got caught. It gave a 2-on-1. Now the puck in the corner. Barkley trying to flip it out of there. Knocked away, goes back to the blue line. Elliott, his pass, gets across. They dump it to the open wing. We got an injured player down there. That's Barkley. He gets back up again and blocks the pass. Puck comes to Vachon. Vachon moves it along the boards. Here's Vachon. Meacham takes him out of the play. Puck bounces free. Barkley in there digging for it. He can't come up with it. Comes back by the blue line. Here's a shot. It's blocked out to center ice. And it's dumped down the ice, and a great play by Mike Cameron on the icing, but that took off the pressure. And I think Aaron Barkley is hurting as he goes over to the bench.
Aaron is hurting, and Mike Cameron.
Or Adam, I should say.
Adam is, and Mike Cameron, just a great defensive play as he slid out, gave up the body, and Coach Long is talking to him right now. And the thing is, that's a great play out there because Oswego was mounting some pressure, and that would have been a tough shot from the point. Who knows what would have happened? Great defensive play by number 9, Michael Cameron.
All started, though, with a great save by Nat Smythe
yes,
on a 2-on-1. Off the faceoff, puck dumped down the ice again. That'll be another icing on Massena.
And that 2-on-1, Donabella and Bashaw hooked up, and it looked like Donabella, 18, was going to take the shot. The Raider defenseman played it as smart as he could. He was trying to take away the passer, leave the shooter to the goaltender, and I thought that Donabella was going to take the shot. In the last minute, he slid it across the crease. I thought he had a better shot himself. But Nathaniel Smythe made the big save.
Off the faceoff, puck in the corner. After it is Benji Nightingale. He's knocked away. Puck comes to John Rochford in behind. He'll go around the boards to O'Shea. O'Shea has it knocked away. Back to Rochford again. He flips it by in the corner. O'Shea digging for it there along the boards. Coming in to help out. It trickles out to the blue line, out to center ice. Walsh after it. Walsh can't come up with it. Oswego defenseman Doty flips it ahead. It's intercepted O'Shea. Here's O'Shea, knocked away from him. Oswego, they'll just dump from the red line back into Massena territory. Still 4-1 Raiders. Rochford flips it around the boards. Walsh can't quite get a hold of it. Dumped in behind again. It'll come to Rochford. He'll start out left side of the net. Here's Rochford right in front of his own net, finds Walsh breaking. Here comes Justin Walsh down the right side, trying to go by, flips it right in front of O'Shea, and he couldn't quite get it. Almost did, though. Puck bouncing to Walsh again in the corner. He gets tied up by 2 Buccaneers. Coming in to help out is Jeffrey Day. The puck still tied up. O'Shea coming in there, comes away with the puck. Here's O'Shea along the puck boards, trying to flip it through to Day. It's intercepted to the blue line. Now Benji Nightingale shot, rebound, and where is it? Sits side of the net, but it's cleared by the defenseman around the boards. That was Doty, and the puck comes into the corner, stolen away. Again, John Rochford steps in front, shot blocked, gets it back again. Day, backhander, save made Tucker. Rebound, bouncing around in the slot, and finally it's O'Shea, or I should say Rochford, keeping it in. Rochford takes it in behind the net, steps in front, short side shot, rebound, score! Justin Walsh! On a pass from John Rochford. Actually, I think it was a shot attempt, but Walsh completes the hat trick, and Massena goes up 5-1. They put all kinds of pressure on this Oswego team that time.
Justin Walsh getting his hat trick, and he made no mistake, and that was after number 6, Captain John Rochford, had jumped down into the play and decided to stay down there, and the captain, number 14, filled for him on the slot, but Johnny Rochford, working to the right of Tucker, wended his way in and out, came right out on the short side, and it was a shot. Tucker made a good save, but the rebound came right out to Walsh, parked off to Tucker's left, and he just buried it upstairs, and that might be the one. I was going to say the next goal, if Oswego gets it, they're back in the game, but if the Raiders get it, look out, big trouble for the Buccaneers.
Off the face-off, puck goes to Joe Ward, has it knocked away. Back the other way comes Phil Carroll. Carroll dumps it in the Massena zone. In behind the net, Drew Wonky with it. Wonky gets tied up by the forechecker. That's Greg Parr. Puck pokes free in behind. Bubba Gerard flips it around the boards, knocked away, comes in behind. Where is it? Picked up again by, let's see here, that's Carroll. Around the boards. Again, it's Elliott pinching in. Raiders trying to just clear the puck, and they move it to the blue line and out to center ice. Joe Ward. Ward gets tied up and wrapped around by Elliott, and back the puck dumped inside Massena territory. Bubba Gerard back after it, flips it around the corner, and finally it's picked up by Sean Kellogg, moves it out. Headman pass. Here comes Massena's Jeff Slack across the blue line. Dipsy Doodle, he's got a man breaking. Didn't see him. Oh boy, that was Sean Kellogg wide open. And Slack didn't see him. Now the puck dumped into the Massena zone. Chaz Hearn kind of waved at it, goes by him in the corner. Back to pick it up. The Raiders just trying to get the puck cleared in behind the net. It squirts free. Vachon takes a whack at it. It comes to Hearn. He gets tied up. Puck bouncing in behind. They fight for it there. It comes right in front of the net. Backhand. And I don't know if it hit somebody or they're going to try another wraparound short side shot. And that hit the side of the net. Finally, the puck cleared around the boards. In the corner. It comes to Cameron. He looks up and just flips it down the ice. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. Flipping it ahead, intercepted, Cameron trying to center, ooh, trickles just by DeRosie. Went off the defenseman's stick, bounces free to the circle. Here comes Oswego out to center ice. The Buccaneers, Vachon, he can dangle with it. Offside's the call. What Vachon did was, we see it happen once in a while, he made a move right at the blue line, and it forced Foley offsides.
I tell you, that combination of Slack, Ward, and Kellogg, we could call those guys the Bruise Brothers, because they all like to throw some heavy checks out there, and Joe Ward just annihilated one of the Oswego defenseman behind the net. That Justin Walsh third goal, natural hat trick, Jerry. 3 in a row, coming at the 6:25 mark with Johnny Rochefort picking up the only assist.
Off the face-off, puck dumped in the Massena zone. Big John Rochefort is there to flip it around the boards. And to the blue line, Meacham. Meacham has it poked away. Back to the Massena line. Rochefort is there. Rochefort flips it ahead. Elliott intercepts his pass. And the puck trickles back down the ice. Here comes Oswego. They kind of overskated. Raiders try to pick it up. Puck bounces to the Oswego line. And we have a whistle. I think somebody carried the puck. Yep, that's a hand pass.
We mentioned the Oswego Buccaneers being ranked 4th in the state. Last week's poll, they were ranked 3rd. They dropped the slot. That's, you know, when you go win 1 and tie 1 2 games in the week, you still drop a place in the rankings. But I tell you, they've run into a tiger. Coach Sears thought St. Joe's was the best club he had played so far. He might have a different opinion after tonight's game.
Well, so far, the Raiders playing very, very well. But here comes Oswego. They got a man breaking in. Foley takes it in front, shot, and he got knocked down. There's going to be a penalty. And the Buccaneers will go on the power play, and Smythe is in the net. He looks like he might be hurt a little bit.
Benji Nightingale's going to get the penalty, and again, that has to go as a good penalty, as a big Foley got in behind on that left side, got in behind the Raider defense and came busting down that left side, got the half step on the defenseman, was able to turn the corner, and as he was going across the crease area, just as he was going to backhand that, Benji Nightingale took the feet out from under him and going to go to the box for a minute and a half, but that's a good penalty.
5-1, Massena leads on the A1 TV and Appliance scoreboard. Vachon coming out with Foley and Donabella on the power play. Tim O'Shea out there to try to kill with Justin Walsh. And we've got, here's the face-off. Comes back to the blue line. Here's DeSantis' shot. Save made, Smythe. And he holds on. Drew Wonke, and I just started to say Drew Wonke and Matt Gerard, and Drew just upended the Oswego player. And that's what you're supposed to do when they're in front of the net.
You bet. The Buccaneers winning the draw, getting it back to Mark DeSantos on that right side, and there was a big gap down through there. A lot of bodies, but somehow the lane opened up. DeSantos cranked one, but Nathaniel Smythe, no traffic in that lane area, didn't have any problems with it.
Face off left side. Off the draw, puck goes in behind the net. Flipped around the boards by Wonke to Walsh. Walsh trying to clear the zone. He didn't get it out of there. Stays with it. Knocked in behind the net. Vachon. Here's Vachon out by the blue line. He gets by one check. Vachon takes it back out by the blue line, flips it over on the other side. DeSantis. We got another penalty as the puck goes up into the wall. I think Massena's going to pick up their second penalty for tripping. Yep, so now the Buccaneers will be up 2 men.
2 men in for at least a minute 6 seconds as Drew Wonke is going to pick up the penalty, and either tripping or interference in front of the net. We'll wait and see, but it doesn't make any difference. The Oswego club desperately need a power play goal, any kind of a goal, down 4 here with 5:46 left in the second period.
Faceoff will move outside the zone on the shot that went up into the wall by the Buccaneers. Vachon stays out there. Massena's trio, DeRosie, Day, and Rochefort.
Pretty good trio out there to kill off this 2-man advantage. A lot of speed.
Off the face-off, puck just trickles across, but it's dumped back down by Rochefort. John Rochefort's had an excellent game so far.
He's really been strong this latter part of the season. He's coming on strong.
Okay, here comes Oswego. They're going to control it, just what they want to do, into the Massena zone. Here's a pass right in front, but it's knocked away. Puck bouncing around. Rochefort is there, looking just to tie it up, waste some time, but he gets a piece of it, but it's poked free. Here's Elliott right in front, knocked away. Puck sits there in the circle. They cross right in front. Big save. Rebound comes back out toward the blue line. Back to Elliott. Elliott flips it over on the other side. Here's the drive, deflected wide into the corner. Day races for it, comes up with it, and flips it down the ice. And down inside Oswego territory. In behind. The Buccaneers start to move it ahead again. Elliott takes it across with 10 seconds left on the penalty. His shot, he fired it wide. Puck in the corner, picked up by Donabella. He lost it in his skates, and he kicks it ahead for Vashaw. Gets it back to Donabella. No, Rochford's in there to get a stick on it. And one penalty as he lapsed. Puck bounces in front to Rosie. He's got a piece of it, trying to flip it ahead. Moves it, and it trickles out to center ice. Just barely. Elliott made a valiant attempt to keep it in, but didn't. 12 seconds left in the second penalty. Here comes DeSantis into the Massena zone. They try to move it across. It's knocked down. Another penalty on Massena. And that's going to go for hooking against Jeff Day. And, oh, wait a minute. No, Johnny Rochford, excuse me.
Johnny, and that's not a good penalty. The Raiders just a valiant effort killing off the two penalties, and John was a big part of that. Jeff Day and Eric DeRosie just doing an outstanding job within 1 second of killing off that penalty. And the player had gone through the crease, but the puck was way over in the far side of the dasher, and John, just in frustration, upended the Oswego player. So the Raiders have taken 3 consecutive penalties here in less than 2 minutes, 8:48, 9:12, and the 10:41 mark, and they're asking a lot to keep Oswego off that board. You still keep giving them chances like that.
Drew Wonke's got 1 second to serve in his penalty. Off the faceoff, Raiders control. Bubba Gerard off the glass and out to center ice. So the Raiders still have to kill another penalty here on John Rochford. Here comes Elliott across the blue line, drops it. Here's the drive. And the save made, the rebound. Bounces in front. The Raiders clear it. Oh, boy. Smythe made the save and lost the rebound, but Massena cleared it. Cameron going after it in the corner. He knocks down the Oswego player, and the puck is picked up there by Phil Carroll. Headman pass to the Massena line and dumped in the zone. Down to 57 seconds left in the penalty. Bubba Gerard flips it around the boards. Here comes Big Meach racing for it, 2-on-1 with Cameron. Flips to Cameron. Here's Cameron taking it across. Shoots one right on. Tucker saved, and the rebound sits there. Tucker almost lost it, and it bounces out to center ice. Here comes Oswego, the shot, and the save made by Smythe. He had a little trouble with that one. Now it's Rochford with it. Rochford flips it around on the other side. Drew Wonke. Wonke finds the hole and dumps it down the ice. And we're down to 25 seconds left in the power play. 3:13 in the period, 5-1 Massena. Here come the Buccaneers to the Massena line, knocked away, back to the Buccaneers line. They try to move it back the other way. It comes bouncing free to Ackley. He takes it across into the zone. It's Vashaw in behind the net. He's knocked down. The puck around the boards, in the corner, comes back to Vashaw. He gets knocked down again. Walsh picks up the puck, bounce pass to himself, moves it ahead, looking for O'Shea. Here's that's Joe Ward. Ward trying to flip it through. The penalties elapsed, by the way. Massena back to full strength. They bounce it in front, knocked away. We got another penalty. And who's that going to be on? Massena again?
I have a feeling it might be.
Elbow, nope.
No.
Nope, Oswego.
Is that, no, that's 2, not 22. That's going to be Mike Foley. I was watching the Battle of the Titans out there, the 222s.
Boy, I'll tell you what.
Big 22 for the Raiders, Eric Meacham, big number 22 for Oswego. Nate Elliott going up and down, hammer and tong. And the first battle, I would give the edge to Meacham because he put Elliott on the backside. And coming back the other way, Elliott gave him a two-hander that could have drawn a penalty, but it didn't deter Meacham.
Off the face-off, Massena on the power play here. It comes to Jeff Day in behind the net, circling around. Here's Day, looking to go back to the blue line, goes to O'Shea instead. Timmy trying to go back to Day, but it goes right on, and Tucker's going to cover up and hold on for the faceoff. 2:25 left in the period. The second period, Raiders lead 5-1, have 1:18 left on the power play.
And we mentioned that combination of O'Shea, Day, and Walsh at, let's see, 3-5. They've upped their margin to 8 points in a little less than 2 periods.
Off the faceoff, puck goes to Benji Nightingale. Nightingale flipping to O'Shea. Kind of gets knocked down, and the Buccaneers move it down the ice. Back after Johnny Rochford. Rochford in, picks up the loose puck in behind his own net. Waiting. With a minute left in the power play, he's going to drop it for Timmy O'Shea. O'Shea drops it back to Rochford. Rochford, headman to Benji Nightingale. Nightingale will take it across and flip it in the corner. A little bit of miscommunication there as the puck goes in behind the net, and it's dumped right back the other way, and down the ice it comes. Into the Massena zone. Nightingale after it there. He flips it around the boards for Rochford. Rochford starts up. Bouncing it for Walsh. Knocked away. O'Shea. Whoa! He and Rochford clear. Here's a chance for Oswego. Shot. Big save. and up into the wall. Whoa, O'Shea ran into John Rochford, and the Oswego player picked it up, came in all by himself, and another big save by Nat Smythe.
Number 16, Chris Ronaldo, not only came in by himself, he had a guy, 19, Kevin Young, on the left side. It was 2-on-none, and he didn't have much to go on the short side. He had Young wide open to his left, but he elected to go on that small opening up above Nathaniel Smythe's left shoulder, and Smythe took it away from him, and Ronaldo shot it wide.
Off the face-off, Massena controls in their own end. A minute and a half left in the period. 20 seconds left in the power play. Here's Barkley with it. Long head man goes by everybody, knocked away and dumped back down the ice. Not been a very good power play for Massena. They have not looked very good at all. Puck comes to Bubba Gerard. Looking up ice for Cameron. Cameron goes to Meacham. Now they take it across. Meacham cranks the shot, fired it wide. Back to the blue line, kept in the point. Here's Barkley, quick shot. Save made, I think, by the goalie. I don't think he saw it, but he blocked it. Puck bounces out to center ice. Here comes Oswego. Bubba Gerard breaks it up. Penalties elapsed, by the way. We're back to 5-on-5 hockey. Here comes Big Meacham, flipping it ahead to Cameron. Offsides. 51 seconds left. In period number 2, the Raiders continue to lead it 5-1 here.
Yeah, but 5-1, but this dying minute, they don't want to give up one here. Now, they almost scored one at the other end, but then they gave a great opportunity to the Buccaneers. Almost the Raiders got caught on a 3-on-1, just mishandling the play by Oswego. It would have been a great scoring opportunity. You do not want to let them score in that last minute and give them some impetus going into that third period.
Donabella takes the face-off. Massena wins the draw. Raiders move ahead. That's Paul Brownell. Down into the zone it goes. In behind, Farmer after it. He throws a check. The bouncing puck comes free. DiAgostino, and it's knocked away from him. Donabella picks it up. Headman pass out to Vashaw. Here comes Vashaw. Across the blue line. Gets by the check. Gets by another check. Vashaw in front. And the puck's off its net. The whistle blew before the puck went in. The net got knocked off. Who is that in there with, is that number 2, Mike Foley? Was into the net along with
Shane Farmer.
Shane Farmer, yeah.
Is that 16 or 18? Looks like the Raiders caught a break there, I'll tell you, because Bashaw came down and undressed 2 Raider defensemen coming down that right side and slid it across to, I think it was Donabella on that far side. He knocked it in the empty net, but Danny Boyer made the call. No goal. 2 players in the net. That one doesn't count. The net was off the moorings, and we had 2 players in behind Nathaniel Smythe. But
there's also a penalty on the play due Farmer for the hooking, I believe.
Coach Long has made a change right off the bat. He doesn't want to see that again with 27 seconds left to go in this second
Face
period.
off right side in the Massena zone. Off the draw, the whistle blows right away. What are they going to do? Move the face off outside?
Looks like.
No, somebody moved on the face-off. Okay, they're going to do it over again.
What Billy Foster was signaling, I thought maybe he was just stretching his left arm there.
Okay, we face off again. This time the Raiders clear it out to center ice. Picked up there by DeSantis. He'll take it back across into the zone. Knocked away momentarily, gets it back again. Pass bounces through in front. Here's the shot. Save made, rebound. Smythe has got it, flips it in behind, and the net's off again. Timmy O'Shea is on. What's going on here?
Well, the Raiders took exception to the Oswego player as Nathaniel Smythe had the puck smothered. The Oswego player came through and, I won't say speared, but he rammed him with his stick to jar the puck loose, and he did. And that was number 2, Big Mike Foley. And, boy, the Raiders, Captain Timmy O'Shea jumped on it. And see who else in there, Captain Johnny Rocheford. They took exception to that. You can't do that to a goaltender. That's what you like to see, those guys coming together and coming to the assistance of their goaltender when they feel that someone's taken a few liberties with them. And Foley, just being a good hard-nosed hockey player, he thought the puck was free, and he was going to make it free, but wasn't.
Messena lobbying for a penalty, but I don't think they're going to get it.
No, they're not, John. You've stated your case, and you've lost it. Get to the task at hand. He could be just lobbying for a little extra time right now, catching a breather or 2. That's maybe what he wants.
DeRosie's over there lobbying with Billy Foster, and Elliott comes over to see what they're saying. So everybody's trying to get the upper hand here, and I don't think anything's going to come of it.
They want the face-off outside, and the Raider coaching staff, Coach Long, Coach Latham, are really incensed. They're right up on top of the dasher yelling down there, and
Should it have been outside?
I think they got a point here.
We got an extra man on the ice. We got way too many men on the ice for Oswego. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6
7
players. 7 with the goaltender.
No, there's no goaltender.
Oh, that's right. That's 7 players.
That's definitely one too many. Now, Coach
They still have 1 too many players.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The net is empty.
Okay. All right.
But
they had 1 too many before.
They had 1 too many before, and any way you want to cut it, 7 is not going to do it. You just can't.
12 seconds left, pulling the goalie. That's.
Well, he's down 5-1. He wants something to spark his club. He knows he needs a goal right here.
Okay.
You know, so I think it's a good move.
Okay, we'll see what happens. Face-off will be in the Massena zone to the right of goaltender Nat Smythe. O'Shea will take the face-off. Off the draw, Raiders win the draw, flip it down the ice. It's not going to go far enough for the goal, but it does get down to the other end, and that's what all they need. So O'Shea steals the puck and ran out of time. But I'll tell you what, it almost came back to bite him.
Well, I think it was a good move. To say you're down 5-1, and you need something to spark your club going into the locker room. And Coach Sears took the gamble, and it almost did. Those things sometimes come back and bite you, but nothing ventured, nothing gained.
That's right. 5-1, the Massena Red Raiders lead after 2 periods of play here at the Massena Arena. Our broadcast on WMSA brought to you by Nationwide Insurance at 229 East Orvis Street in Massena, by the North Country Savings Bank, 22 Phillips Street in Massena, by Seacom Federal Credit Union, 30 Stern Street, Massena, by Massena Optics, 55 Main Street, downtown Massena, also by Homestead Dairies, located on West Hatfield Street and at the corner of North Main and Maple Street in Massena, by Paris Excavating. In the 5th spot, St. Francis, a team we saw earlier this season out of the Buffalo area. They are 13-2-1, one of those 2 losses to Massena. They're in the 5th spot, followed by Ithaca. They're Section 6 team, but they play, they're Section 4 team, but they play in Section 3. They were in 6th spot last week, and that's where they stay. They're 11-2-1.
From the Rochester area, Section 5, Rochester McQuaid moved up a spot from 8 to 7. They are 12-2-2. Fairport moved up 1 spot, also out of Section 5. They're 11-3. And the last 2?
Saratoga out of Section 2, the Albany area. They were 10th last week. They move up a notch. They're 10-4-2, and one of those losses coming to Massena. And Shenendehowa in the number 10 spot. I guess they displaced Seton Catholic. Actually, Shenendehowa dropped 3 notches, and Seton Catholic... I think
there's a tie there.
Oh, that's a tie. Okay, they were not ranked last week. They come up to the number 10 spot. They're 10-2. Shenendehowa at 10-4-2. But Shenendehowa must have lost a game or 2. They dropped 3 notches.
Yeah, and you know, a team that I can't, well, I guess it's in Section 2, Division 2, we'll get to that quickly. Clinton, number 1, won last week, 15-0-1. New Hartford moved up from 4th spot, or actually from 5th, where were they last week? Let's see,
4th.
They were 4th spot, okay, moved up to 2 notches to 2nd. They're 11-4-2.
Then Salmon River, they're 11-2, and they won tonight, by the way. Kevin mentioned it, 5-0 over Batavia Notre Dame, followed by Skinny Atlas. They drop from number 2 to number 4. They're 12-5-1.
Geneseo wasn't ranked last week. They're 11-2. They're in 5th spot. St. Lawrence Central locked in at 6 as they were last week with 11-2 record.
Although they're 11-3 now. They lost to Tupper Lake on Monday.
That's right.
That was a tough loss for them. Actually, I think did they lose and then won on Wednesday? I'm not sure. But anyway, yeah, they did. So I think they're 12-3 now. But anyway, Mamaroneck is next. They go up 2 notches. They're 11-1 from down to the island area.
Cortland Homer, Section 3, weren't ranked last week, 9-4-2. OFA in the 9th spot. They were 7 last week. They're 9-6.
And then Glens Falls rounding out the top 10 at 12-4. They stay at number 10.
One thing I can't figure out, Rochester Aquinas, who were ranked 3rd last week, and they've dropped out of the polls. I don't know what happened to them.
Must have lost a few games, maybe 3. I don't know. Massena killing a penalty, and we're underway here in the 3rd period. Raiders leading at 5-1. Puck in behind the net. Big Elliott with it. Flips it ahead. O'Shea steps in front of the pass, intercepts, drops to the Massena blue line. Rochford bangs it off the boards. Right back, and it's going to trickle in on Tucker. Tucker leaves it in behind the net. Puck around the horn. And the Buccaneers move it out. Elliott looking for Vachon. He breaks in on Rochford. Rochford steals the puck. Johnny Rochford can't clear the zone. Elliott keeps it in, trying to center it. Knocked away. Benji Nightingale lose it in front, and the puck fired high over the net, and a great opportunity for Donabella. The puck bounces around. 20 seconds left in the penalty. In behind the net, O'Shea with it. Flips it around the boards. Pinching in to keep it in DeSantis, but it's poke check to the blue line, kept in. Vachon over to Big Elliott. Here's Elliott's drive. He fired it wide, and it's going to whistle all the way down the ice, and Tucker will come out to play it. Flip it ahead, all the way to the Massena line, and they dump it in the zone. Big Meacham back to pick it up, and he cranks it out to center ice as the penalty elapses, and the Raiders get a man back. Here comes the pass intercepted by Meacham. Meacham trying to go by. He can't. Now he throws a check. It comes to DeRosie. His pass to Cameron. Almost got it. Here's Cameron in behind to Meacham in front. And Tucker grabs it before the big Meach can put the stick on it and holds on for the face-off. 5-1 Massena leads on the Corky's Collision scoreboard. 13:41 left in the third period.
The best scoring opportunity the Buccaneers had on that power play, as you call it, when Mark Donabella picked up a errant puck in the slot area, but it was in too tight, and he tried to go top shelf up over the left shoulder, and he just fired it a little high. But that was basically the best opportunity they had.
Meacham will face off against Greg Parr in the Oswego zone. Off the draw, puck comes to DeRosie, can't get the shot off, knocked away and out to center ice. Dumped right back in by the Raiders. That was Barkley. Good to see him back out there. I thought he might have been hurt in that second period. Buccaneers don't clear the zone, kept in by Meacham momentarily. Now they move it out to center ice. Here comes Ackley with it, slides it in the zone. It comes in front and bounces in behind the net. Meacham picks it up. Another chance, a little bit of a problem there for Smythe, but we have a whistle in behind. And we got another penalty, I think, on Massena.
And Adam Barkley, we were just talking about him. Glad to see him back out there. I think that I saw Liz make her way down towards the locker room at the end of that period.
It's not Adam Barkley, though.
No,
who is it?
It's not Adam. I'm not saying it is, but I'm saying that why he came back out in the second period, because he probably got a maybe a tongue lashing by his mother.
Okay, it's going to be Nat Smythe getting the penalty. So Nathaniel Smythe picks up a penalty. Didn't see what it was for. Happened behind the play, so the Raiders right back in the sin bin again. It'll be served by Paul Brownell. Off the face-off, puck dumped inside Oswego territory. Tucker leaves it side of the net for DeSantis. DeSantis starts it out. Headman pass goes to Parr. Parr has it knocked away by Jeff Day. Back in the zone is DeSantis. Dipsy Doodles, his pass intercepted Ward. He kind of overskated it. Elliott picks it up. Back the other way, his shot. Smythe makes the save. Rebound, cleared into the corner. Puck bouncing around. It comes free to Jeffrey Day, and Day just flips it down the ice. Back after it is Nate Elliott with a minute left in the power play. Elliott, long headman pass. Day intercepts. He's going to bust back in. Here's Day. Can't get the shot off. Good job there by DeSantis as he tied him up just enough and didn't take a penalty. Puck in behind to Elliott. Elliott made a bad pass, one of his rare bad passes in this game. This time he hits the forward Parr, who moves it down the ice, goes by everybody into the Massena zone, picked up by Wonky. Drew fakes and then winds it down the ice again. Puck in behind.
He made a bad pass, but just prior to that, he just about scalded Nathaniel Smythe with that 59.5-footer that was rising.
Here comes Vachon building up the head of steam. Wonky trying to knock him off the puck. Vachon still has it. Takes it in front of the net. Wonky's got him tied up. He centers it anyway. It's knocked free. Big Meacham flips not out of the zone. Here's the chance in front. The shot up over the net. Bounce the side of the net. They score. And Oswego finally gets a power play goal. That is going to be Kevin Young getting the goal. On the rebound, the puck went over the net, hit the backboard, bounced right back in front, and Oswego makes it 5-2.
Kevin Young, and I thought maybe Donabella was had a hand in it, but that took a weird bounce off the back dasher. The shot was fired high, and it came right back out in front to the Oswego player park there, and he made no mistake. Usually they don't come true straight back like that. That one did.
So the Buccaneers get a goal here in the third period to make it 5-2.
That'll be a power play goal.
It will be a power play goal. Jeffrey Day with it, flips it ahead for Walsh. He's got O'Shea. Walsh breaks into O'Shea, front score! Timmy O'Shea had a beautiful feed from Justin Walsh, and Massena restores their 4-goal advantage. That makes it 6-2. And I got to give Justin Walsh credit. He just played that one perfectly.
Great, looked like he was going to take the shot, and a lot of players could have gone for his fourth. He could have walked right in on Tucker, but the captain on the other side went to the net without the puck, and Justin Walsh waited until O'Shea got right to the edge of the crease and right on the tape, and O'Shea redirected it, and that's the way you answer. I'll tell you, good teams come back, the opposition scored, you come right back and answer that.
Here's Walsh again, takes it across, gets a shot off, save made. Tucker didn't hardly see it. In the net, it comes back to the blue line. Here's Nightingale's shot. Oh, that didn't miss by much. The bouncing puck cleared away, and the Buccaneers move it out to center ice. Here comes Vachon again, building up the head of steam. Vachon takes it into the corner, has it knocked away. John Rochford with it, trying to flip it by in behind. He comes up with a puck. Rochford lost it, knocked back in front. They got a shot, and oh boy, I think that hit the crossbar. Massena threw the puck away in front. Now they move it around the boards, and we got a delay penalty again, and a high stick on somebody. I think it's going to go against Oswego this time.
Probably Foley is going to get the gate. It is. Mike Foley is going to get a high stick in there. Johnny Rochefort in a little bit of pain, but Johnny's probably a little more pain after that giveaway.
Oh, boy.
That almost resulted. Johnny gave it away on the right side. Oswego player jumped on it, threw it across the slot area, and I think it did hit the crossbar. Either that or it hit the shaft of Nathaniel Swice's stick, but great opportunity for Oswego.
So the Raiders back on the power play. I think they've only had one other power play in the game, and they didn't look very good on it. Let's see what happens here. Puck dumped in the Massena zone. Raiders lose it in front again, but finally it's poked away. They're trying to get it out of the zone. Bubba Gerard with it, with a little problem. Flips it in behind. Sometimes Massena has a little problem in their own end when they're on the power play. Here's Barkley with it. Flipping ahead to Meacham. Meacham has it knocked away. Dump back out. Here comes Oswego again, back the other way. Into the zone is Carroll. He's upended. Great check thrown by Bubba Gerard, one of the Bruise brothers. Big check. Raiders still don't clear the zone. Kept in there again. Here's a chance short side. They fanned on the shot. Bouncing puck clear to the blue line. Out to center ice. Massena, a problem on this power play. They haven't been able to get anything going. Another shot from center ice goes up into the cage. And they're going to blow it dead and move the face-off outside the zone. Whoa, Massena, a couple of grievous giveaways in their own end, but didn't hurt them.
Those two goals, one by Oswego, one by Massena, 10 seconds of each other, 3:07. Donabella from Vachon and Dottie on that strange bounce, and the Raiders came right back, answered it. Timmy O'Shea, Justin Walsh picking up an assist on a great pass, and O'Shea went to the net like without the puck, and I think that's about their 10th point for that line tonight. Wow, what a Needme's performance.
Off the face-off, puck in the Massena zone, right back out again. Here comes O'Shea, 3-on-2 with his line mates. O'Shea trying to bust by the D. He's in front, slides it right on, rebound, another save, and there's going to be a penalty on Oswego as O'Shea went right around the defenseman and forced him to haul him down. It's going to be a holding call.
Yeah, number 12, DeSantis, I'm sure is going to get the gate as he just hauled down the Raider player. We'll wait and see. Maybe it isn't DeSantis. I thought it was.
I believe so.
Yeah, it is. Yep,
yeah. Coming
to the box, but again, that what an evening's performance of that line of O'Shea, Day, and Walsh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and for 11 points, Justin Walsh has got 5 points, 3 goals, and 2 assists. That's a week's work. That's a month's work right there.
Raiders on a 2-man advantage right now. Face off in the Oswego zone. Off the draw, puck in behind Elliott. He's got it, flips it, and out to center ice. They got a man who's going to be breaking, but it's going to be back in the corner, and he's not going to get there. He gets to the puck and comes up with it. Rochford takes it away, loses it. Hard check thrown there. Puck still comes free, and the Oswego guy still has it. Wasting some time. He's trying to center it, but Raiders intercept. Here comes Jeffrey Day. Back the other way. Day the other way. How do you like that? Day takes it in the corner, leaves it for Benji Nightingale, steps in front, shot saved, gets the rebound, whacked at it, couldn't get it, and dumped down the ice by Donabella. Puck in the corner, Rochford. Johnny Rochford gets tied up, and O'Shea will pick up the loose puck. Here comes O'Shea with 45 seconds left in the second penalty. 1 penalty is elapsed. O'Shea takes it across, nice drop pass, Walsh trying to center today, and it was deflected at the last second and dumped down the ice again by Oswego. Puck in the corner now. John Rochford with it. Flips it ahead. Shane Farmer, who's just off the bench, comes back for it. Walsh. And he'll go off the ice as he leaves it in the zone of Oswego. In behind, Farmer trying to come up with it now. DiAgostino throws a check and ends up going down. Comes back to Wonky at the point. He winds up. His shot is wide. Back to the other point. Girard keeps it in. Flips in the corner. Cicotte to D'Agostino. Short side. Can't get the shot off. Goes to the side of the net. And dumping on it is Mike Tucker, and he'll hold on for the faceoff. 5 seconds left in the power play. 8:43 in period number 3. The Raiders lead 6-2 on the Corky's Collision scoreboard.
Anthony D'Agostino cruising in front of that area found himself a possessor of the puck with no blue shirts around, but he couldn't beat Mike Tucker. Big number 18 for the Buccaneers. Great job, Mark Donabella, killing that penalty out there. His club down by 4, and he stayed out there, that two-man disadvantage, and just was throwing checks and killing a lot, wasting a lot of time. Excellent job by Donabella on that penalty kill.
Face-off in the Oswego zone off the draw. Girard whacks at it. It's blocked. Bounces free and out to center ice. Penalties elapsed. Raiders move it back the other way. That's going to be an icing call against Massena. And it was dumped ahead by Drew Wonky from the wrong side of the red line. So the face-off moved back in Massena's zone, and that penalties elapsed. And again, Raiders did not look good in the power play.
Well, they didn't, but they're just trying to protect that 4-goal lead. Number 5 down there, talked about him several times. Chris Ackley took that shot on the leg, and his dad, Doug, used to play hockey for me years ago, midget hockey. So that's how I know. Haven't seen him in years, but it's nice to see
if he's here tonight. Off the face-off in the Massena zone. Puck, Meacham trying to flip it ahead, knocked away. Back comes Oswego, shot saved. Rebound in front. The whistle blows, and it's underneath Smythe. And again, a little extracurricular after the whistle, poke checking at Smythe. But he had it under his glove.
But again, the Raiders minding their business and sending a message. You come in that area around our goaltender, you're going to pay the price. Like to see that, not allowing the opposition to pick up any loose, stray pucks in there. As I said, you're going to pay the price if you come in that slot area.
Meacham against Parr. Meacham wins the draw to Barkley in behind. Barkley gets tied up, lost his edge, and falls down. Puck bouncing in behind. Oh, Meacham throws a big check. Bouncing puck comes free. There's going to be another penalty on Massena. And who's that going to be on? I think it's going to be on
Paul Brownell,
yeah.
I do believe.
Yeah.
He hog-tied number 7.
No, it's going to be on Meacham. Roughing.
Oh, okay.
I thought that was a pretty good check, but apparently they're going to call it roughing.
I saw Paul Brownell just wrestle a Parr down behind the net and got away with that one. And just prior to that, I thought that Oswego should have picked one up. I think it was Donabella labeled somebody in front, or Donabella or Vachon got away with one. So, well, we missed 2 there. Well, actually, we missed 3. I didn't see the penalty.
Cameron will take the draw against Vachon. Puck sits in the circle. Raiders control. Rochford trying to flip it ahead. It's still in there, and the puck bounces into the corner. DeRosie after it. He moves it. It's intercepted. Vachon gets a shot off. It's knocked away. Here's a backhander. Goes in behind the net. Vachon with it, circling around. Centers it. In front backhander. Fired wide. Nice backhand shot, though. Puck along the boards in the corner. And it bounced up into the wall, I believe. I think it went off the Massena stick, so the faceoff will stay in the zone.
Something you don't usually see that much of anymore when you hear the announcer call a nice backhand shot with it's a lost art, so to speak.
That was a good one.
That was a good one with that big hooks in the stick, and the players don't practice them anymore. All they want to do is practice that slap shot from beginning to practice to end.
O'Shea out now to take the draw against Vachon. Vachon's a good man on the faceoff. And it sits there. He wins it. Here's the shot. It went off a leg into the corner. I think that went off Justin Walsh's leg. Here's another shot in front, and Smythe covers it up as the puck somehow came out from behind into the front of the net. And whoever it is that took the shot is down right now. He gets back up. That was Mike Foley.
Good opportunity for Oswego, and it did hit Justin Walsh's leg, fortunately, because they had another player, Donabella, parked just off the crease. If Nathaniel Smythe makes the save, gives up the rebound, trouble city. But Raiders caught a break. It hit Walsh's leg and carried him to the corner.
Another face-off inside Massena territory. O'Shea against Vachon. They drop the puck. O'Shea flips it into the corner and then gets a hold of it, and down the ice it goes. That time O'Shea won the draw. Puck in behind. Big Elliott picks it up. He's got Walsh forechecking. Elliott starts out right side, then steps in front and flips it ahead. Here comes Big DeSantis into the Massena zone. Trying to flip it ahead. Backhand pass knocked down by Rochford. Johnny goes after it, moves it ahead, and just bangs it out to center ice. O'Shea, he's got the puck. Here comes O'Shea breaking in on Elliott, and he hauls him down, and another penalty on Elliott. I'll tell you what, Elliott's got to be saying, what do I have to do? That's about the third penalty that O'Shea has drawn on him.
And Timmy O'Shea, again, it's the way you describe it once, you could just put it on tape, and he does the same thing, that great individual effort, and he leans into you. He leans into that defenseman, and he's not going to be denied, and 22 just hauled him down. Now we got a little Mike Foley out there.
And John Rochford had a little set too.
A little set too, and on the way to the box, Foley is...
I think we're going to have unsportsmanlike. I'm not sure on who.
But the captain drew that one on number 22, and he's got to be really upset. Big Nate Elliott, we talked a lot about him tonight before the game, and he's a fine defenseman, but his club is trailing by 4, and
Bashaw and Timmy O'Shea are out there. They're talking, and Bashaw just tapped Timmy on the pads with his stick. I'm sure he says, you're having a pretty good game.
Yeah.
I think they know each other, of course. These guys, Timmy O'Shea, by the way, made the Chicago Showcase team. I think we should mention that.
Yeah.
Haven't had a chance to yet.
Congratulations to Captain Tim. He well deserving of it, and the 15, Matt Bashaw, has been a what do I want to say, the summer games, the winter games, the
Chicago Showcase. What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the games that are played in the Empire games.
Oh, Empire State games.
I
All
had
right.
a block there for a second. 3 years in a row for Matt Bashaw making the Empire games. That's quite an achievement.
Eric DeRosie made an alternate, the other Massena player involved in that. And congratulations to Bozo. Off the faceoff, Drew Wonky keeps it in the zone. Good job. Centers it right on, in fact. He was looking for O'Shea, but it ended up hitting the goalie. And now Bashaw picks it up. Stolen away. Walsh to O'Shea. O'Shea takes it in the corner. In behind the net, Dipsy doodles. O'Shea back to the blue line. Wonky, he's got room. His shot knocked down. Comes the Walsh in front shot. Oh, big save by Tucker. And Bubba Girard up on the line looking for the goal. Couldn't put a stick on it. Walsh flips it in, or O'Shea for Walsh. Walsh rips it around the boards for Bubba. Back at the blue line. Bubba flips to O'Shea. Massena on the power play. To Day, to O'Shea, a shot, save. Walsh couldn't quite get the rebound. Walsh tied up in the corner. Staying with it though. Here's Walsh, drops it to O'Shea in behind the net. Timmy trying to wrap it around short side. No, he's going to go behind for Day. Jeffrey back to Timmy. Timmy back to the blue line. Stepping in is Wonky, couldn't get the shot off, had to flip it in the corner as he lost it in his skates. Here's O'Shea out by the blue line, stays with it. Trying to flip it into Day. He falls down. O'Shea comes up with a puck, makes a little move, steps in front. O'Shea, shot, score! Timmy O'Shea, and the Raiders go up 7-2, and Massena finally gets a power play goal.
The Buccaneers were just exhausted out there. They just couldn't, they ran out of gas right in the middle of that penalty, and Timmy O'Shea working along the boards, and the Raiders won a lot of battles along the boards, picked the puck up along the right dasher, and he just came right across the ice, parallel with that goal line, and hardly anyone laid a stick on him. He came right across the crease and got Tucker down, and when he did, he rammed it low along the ice to the stick side. Just a great individual effort by number 14, and unofficially the Raiders out shooting Oswego 13-5 in this period.
Here's Hazel trying to tee one up. He gets tied up. The puck goes in the corner. Andy Post. Oh, Hazel just got railed, and Oswego comes up with a puck. Here come the Buccaneers back the other way into the zone. Here's a shot right on the rebound, and Smythe holds on for the faceoff. 5:37 left in the third period, and the Raiders on the power play goal have taken a 7-2 lead. We want to congratulate our latest Powerade power play winner, Aaron Leduc of County Route 40 in Massena is the winner. Aaron Leduc, congratulations to Aaron. Face off in the Massena zone, off the save. Off the face-off, Hazel to the blue line, kept in. Here's a bouncer into the corner. After it there, Chaz Hearn trying to move it ahead. Bouncing puck comes right in front. It's poke checked out to the blue line. Here's a bouncer into the slot. The shot knocked down. Hearn flips it ahead and out to goes to center ice. And down the ice it goes. Andy Post racing for it. He'll not get to it, but there's going to be penalties, I believe, as matching minors will be assessed to, let's see here, Steve Cook and Matt Hazel. They got tied up right by the red line, and I think the official, Billy Foster, was going to let it go, but they didn't break it up.
Well, Cook got the, thought he had the last shot in when he swatted Matt Hazel in the face, but Matt, I don't know if he retaliated, but Billy Foster called them both. So with 5:15 left in the period, both teams going to be sending a man to the sin bin. That last goal at the 9:05 is 17th of the year, Timmy O'Shea, with Jeff Day picking up the assist. That was a power play goal.
7-2 the score in favor of Massena as the puck poke check down the ice. And racing back after John Rochford. He'll pick it up in behind the net, wrap it around the boards for Jeffrey Slack. Slack moves it out to center ice. Another penalty to Oswego. That's going to be probably a roughing or a charging. Who is that going to be? That's going to be Derek Carr. His first stint on the ice was not very long.
It's going to be a roughing call. The Buccaneers showing a little bit of frustration, and I'm sure Coach Pete Sears not too happy with that. But penalties coming fast and furious here in the dying minutes of the third period. Raiders up by 5, 7-2 with 5:03 left.
Chris Mathis out there. This is the fifth line for Oswego, getting some ice time now. Benji Nightingale takes it across the Ward. His shot, good save by Tucker. Comes back to John Rochford. Massena on the power play. Rochford skates, flips it across to Benji. Benji shot, again, a save by Tucker. Rebound in front, bangs at it, comes back to the blue line. Here's Rochford, tees it up, save, and a good one. Puck cleared into the corner and to the blue line. Rochford keeps it in, goes to Benji. Benji trying to wave at it, finally has to poke it in the corner. Picked up by Joey Ward. Ward's got a man in front, Slack fanned on the pass, and it bounces all the way out to center ice. Rochford over to Benji Nightingale. Nightingale just flips it in the zone. Massena on the power play again as the puck picked up in behind the net and dumped down the ice. It's going to come in on Nathaniel, and he'll stop it and leave it for Benji Nightingale. Well, Nightingale kind of the unsung man on this blue line core, but he's had a pretty good game for Massena too.
Yes, he's come on strong. That ankle injury, I think, is in
the past.
Much better.
Here's Slack in the corner now. Oswego zone. Slack back to the point. Benji winds up on edge, fired it wide. Rochford pinching into the corner to pick it up. About 4 minutes left in the third period. Here's Rochford's shot, is deflected into the wall, or I should say into the backboard. It comes free, picked up by Slack. He circles in front, and he decides to take it out by the blue line. Matching Miner's almost up. Now Slack winds up, save made by Tucker about chest high. In the corner, Ward with it, over skates, and it's cleared to the blue line and trickles out to center ice. Rochford skates it back the other way. Here's Rochford across the blue line, stepping by one, takes it in the corner. Centering pass in front intercepted, and the Buccaneers clear it to the blue line, but not out. Kept in Nightingale. His shot is way wide. Goes to Rochford. Johnny backhands it in the corner. He just got nailed by Steve Cook, who was looking for somebody to hit. Puck comes in behind a Farmer, and behind the net in front, they wave at it. Nobody get a stick on it. DiAgostino, we have a whistle. And the net's off its moorings. I think Massena knocked it off, so the face-off will move outside the zone. 7-2, Raiders lead with 3:14 left in the third period.
Massena knocked it off, but it was that number 3 again, Cook, who drove the Massena player into the net. And he was, like you said, looking for something, anybody to hit. And I think he could have picked up a couple of more Miners.
Yeah,
he just got out of the box, and he hooked some player, and he cross-checked another one. Just then, I'm not sure the Raider player, but right into the net. That's what caused the whistle.
Molinari, Gillen, and Haynes out there now for Oswego. Massena's out there with a Farmer line, but here come the Buccaneers into the zone. Here's Gillen with it in front. Nice pass. It bounces in behind the net, though, as Molinari couldn't hold it. Wonky, huge check, and that's going to be probably a charging.
Oh, yeah. Drew Wonky had up ahead of steam, and he just railed Tris Gillen into the, oh boy, I think the whole end of the rink shook. Drew Wonky,
boarding is what it's called.
He's a solidly built, tough customer, and he was going full bore along with number 24 and just drilled him into the boards. I tell you, the whole arena kind of shook on that one, but young Mr. Gillen, he's pretty tough. 5'11", 165, he's still out there. He said, I don't see a lot of ice time, Coach. You're going to have to break my leg to get me off of here.
7-2, Raiders lead on the Corky scoreboard. Face-off in the Massena zone. The Buccaneers on the power play. Barkley picks up the puck, takes it behind, and lifts it down the ice. As time ticks off here. Raiders, it's DeSantis now back for the Buccaneers. Raiders out killing the penalty. Kerwin, he can't come up with it. Into the zone, here's the shot, it's blocked. I don't even think he really got it off. Now Barkley throws a check in the corner. It comes to Molinari, dropping it back to the point. Shot deflected in behind by Bubba Girard, who lost his stick. And then the puck around the board. So Massena actually down 2 men right now. Here's the puck in front. Molinari, his shot is knocked away. And it comes into the corner. Bouncing free, kicked along the boards. And here's a chance for the Buccaneers. Here's a guy from the blue line dropping in. His shot, he fired it up over the net. Bouncing puck in front, and Bubba Girard gloved it. But there's going to be another penalty for cross-checking.
It'll probably go against number 2, Adam Barkley, for the Raiders, but he was doing an excellent job of cleaning house in front of Nathaniel Smythe. He had dropped about 4 or 5 blue shirts in there, but finally on that last one, referee Billy Foster kind of thought he got the stick up there and cross-checked him. But I was watching number 2, and boy, he was doing an excellent job, working hard and making anybody pay the price that came in front of Smythe.
7-2, Massena leads with 2:10 left in the third period. It's going to be Ronaldo out there now with Perlman and Young. And who's Massena got out? Jeff Day and Ward. And Massena 2 men down now. Off the face-off, back to the blue line. Kept in by the Buccaneers. They flip it in behind the net. Moving it around. Rochford gets a stick on it somehow. Over on the other side. They got a man back at the blue line. That's Cook. He's the guy. He passes over. Here's the shot. Save may rebound in front, and it's going to go right in on Smythe. As Ronaldo, no, that was Young. Couldn't really get a good backhand.
The coach, Pete Sears, again, just shows you what type of coach he is. He knows the game is lost, and he's got a 2-man advantage, but he hasn't got any of the guns out there. He's got those guys from the 5th line and the 3rd set of D out there, giving them some experience on this power play. Great move by Coach Pete Sears.
Face off right side off the draw. Buccaneers control in behind. John Rochford steals the pass, flips it, but it's intercepted there by Young. Young steps in front. It's knocked away. Good play by Jeffrey Day. 12 seconds left in the first penalty. Here's a shot from the blue line. Comes to Day, and he just flips it down the ice. About 1:34 and counting. Now Tucker comes way out to flip it ahead. Here comes Young with it. Young winds up his shot. Smythe kicks it into the corner. Jeffrey Day takes a whack at it. Didn't get much on it. Now Wonky, who's out of the net, or out of the box rather, throws a heavy check. Puck comes in behind. Oh, Day just got railed from behind. No call. I can't believe they didn't call that one. And the puck bounces out to center ice. Maybe we can hopefully get this. Oh, another check thrown by Ward. Get this game over with. Now the puck bounced out. Comes to big Day. Jeffrey starts back the other way. Here's Day across the blue line. Knocked away. Still in the zone, O'Shea. Knocked back out to center ice. Here's Day with it. He takes it across, trying to do the dipsy doodle move. Finally comes to O'Shea, and he just dumps it in the corner. Bubba Girard, oh, he was looking. Couldn't quite get on it. Now Girard in the corner gets tied up. 43 seconds and counting. The whistle blows. 1 second left in the Massena penalty. And with 41 seconds left, the faceoff will be in the Oswego zone. The Raiders lead 7-2. And every time Oswego scored the first goal, but then when they got their second, Massena came right back with one. And like you have said in the past, Dave, that's a sign of a good team.
Answer the bell. And you talked about big number 18, Bubba, looking for his first one of the year. And he can just taste it and sense it. But he's saving it for a crucial game at a crucial time. I know he is.
Okay. 41 seconds left in the third period.
12 penalties, Jerry, in this third period.
Yeah, it really has gotten away. Okay, Barkley's penalty has elapsed, and he's back out on the ice. Kept it in the zone somehow, but now it bounces out to center. Here comes Oswego across the blue line, swept away, and dumped out by Andy Post. Post throws a check, 25 seconds left. Here comes Benji Nightingale, who's going to lead the attack. His shot is blocked, comes in behind the net to O'Shea. O'Shea gets upended. Puck bounces free along the boards to the blue line, out to center ice. Nightingale throws a check. Puck comes free. Nightingale throws another check. Bodies flying all over, and the whistle blows with 3 seconds left.
Yeah, the crowd is yelling and screaming, but I mean, you know, both clubs right now, somebody throws an errant check and the other team retaliates, and just run the 3 seconds off the clock, and it's nothing. It's harmless out there. It's just the crowd has gotten into it, and they like to see this
rough stuff.
Rough stuff. I guess that's the way to. And you know, it's like a macho thing. You knock me down. Looks like we've got penalties. Is that the captain going? No, it's not. Is that 24? It's not 14. Yeah, it is 14. 14 and 13, Timmy O'Shea and
I assume
Mike
they're
Porter.
just minors.
I would, sure it is. There was nothing else
No.
that would warrant anything else there. And Danny Boyer and Billy Foster just trying to get these last 3 seconds out of here. Nothing vicious out there, but again.
No, that really wasn't. There wasn't all that much that happened in that one. I guess minors are called for, but I wouldn't say anything more than that.
Little frustration again, ranked 4th in the state, and you're getting, you know,
shellacked.
danced upon pretty good.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
So that's, and of course, the other team retaliates, which is natural.
Double minor to Timmy O'Shea. Let's see if they put double minor up on the other side. Yeah, they do. So double minors to both teams, but with 3 seconds left, it's really academic.
Number 13, Mike Portier.
Portier getting the penalty.
14, Tim O'Shea. Each a minute and a half for roughing and a minute and a half for sportsmanlike.
Unsportsmanlike. Here's the shot at the buzzer from down the ice, and the Raiders with a pretty convincing win here over a very good hockey team.
Great win for the Raiders here tonight. Catapult them into that tough sledding with Rome next week, and then down at Salmon River.